How long are you gonna stare at that thing? It's getting dark.
Just one more. It has to be here.
What are you doing anyway?
A man was murdered last night in the middle of a major blizzard.
Believe me, I remember.
Right. So how come nobody else has?
Hey?
I've been checking on every local news website all day. There's not a single mention of it. I called the police myself. We know they know about it. They must have suppressed the news, but why?
I'm sure the cops got their reasons, and they can keep them. I don't care who plugged the guy. I only care about what happened after.
I know. So, the victim didn't have any identification on him. I was hoping a news report would give us his name, but it looks like we're on our own.
Well, something familiar at least. Let's go talk to our pet cop. Maybe he knows something.
My bedroom's an oversized closet, but it's mine. I can't go to bed yet. I have a full day ahead of me. Or rather, a full night, but still.
It's the door to the closet, or as Red calls it, her bedroom. Nah, I'll let her keep her privacy.
Auntie Lauren gave that bear to me when I was a kid. His name is Griff, the PI bear, although he's more the geriatric bear these days. Sometimes I think about taking Griff down, but he's so old these days, I'll just leave him.
Probably the oldest thing in this room, except for me. I ain't getting near that bear. Red would chew my ear off, figuratively speaking anyway.
There's nothing in there. I go through much less paper since I gave up writing. I miss it sometimes, but I just can't seem to find the time anymore. Trust me, there's nothing in my trash worth taking.
It's full of trash. Being dead means not having to root through garbage.
It's a charging dock for my phone. I don't need to do anything with it. My phone's fully charged.
Red sticks that hunk of plastic here before going to bed. Keeps it juiced up, she says.
Some articles I wrote for the Village Eye newspaper. I hated working there and the paper's been dead for years, but for some reason I can't take them down. I'd prefer to keep them.
Nothing on there but a couple articles she wrote for some newspaper rag.
I bought that clock at a tag sale years ago. It doesn't work, but for some reason I can't get rid of it. I know it's broken, but I've had it for years. It stays.
That clock is right twice a day, but not much else.
I stopped updating this calendar around the time Joey came into my life. There's probably a connection there. I've pretty much stopped updating that calendar, especially since I can download 100 calendar apps on my phone.
This calendar is dated 5 years ago.
My old computer. I don't use it much since I got my phone. It takes about an hour to boot up these days.
Red's computer thing, I still have no idea how it works.
The last article I ever wrote, and the first ghost I ever saved.
Poor kids. At least they're all at peace now.
My parents' wedding. It's the only picture I have of them. They look so young.
Jack and Maria Blackwell. How long ago was this anyway? 30 years at least.
Auntie Lauren and me. This was just before all the troubles began.
Lauren Blackwell, in happier times. Well, happier for them at any rate. I was mostly ignored.
Books on notable New Yorkers, all deceased. Never hurts to be prepared. I've already read them, and I've got the digital copies anyway.
Just a bunch of books.
It's the intercom to the lobby. If anyone buzzes up, I can talk to them from here. Why? There's nobody on the other end.
I know it's cold outside, but I wish she'd get a move on.
Books on boat maintenance and navigation. I'm not making that mistake again.
Just books. Some kind of door intercom.
Grandmother Patricia, my dad, and Auntie Lauren. I never met my grandmother. I don't think she was ever prepared for, well, this.
Patricia Blackwell. She didn't like me much. The feeling was mutual.
This article is about the Meltzer Foundation. I suppose they did some good in the end, but the death toll was too high.
Always felt kind of bad for Paul Meltzer. Must have killed him to know what his foundation was really costing people.
It's a poster for the film Water Under the Bridge. It starred Frank Lyons. There's no point in taking the poster around with me.
It's a poster for a picture called Water Under the Bridge.
For months I expected the police to come breaking down my door, but it's been a year and nothing.
An article about the death of Gavin and Lisa. Good riddance to both of them.
This man's name is Danny Marconi. I only met him briefly, as a very old man.
Danny and Linda. I still can't believe this picture survived all this time.
I've had it for years and it's only slightly coffee stained. It's an empty coffee mug. Why would I want to pick it up?
Just a coffee mug, stained brown from endless cups of swill.
That dog leash used to belong to my neighbor Nishanti. She gave it to me as a souvenir of how we met. It's frayed and chewed through. It's not good for much of anything.
A dog leash? She hangs the craziest stuff on this wall.
It's a Gold Tech mug. I have plenty of mugs in the kitchen if I really need one.
It's a Gold Tech mug.
These were Auntie Lauren's favorite brand. I don't remember much from back then, but the smell reminds me of her. I don't actually smoke.
Lauren Blackwell used to smoke this brand. The way she went through them, I'm surprised there are any left to buy. Believe me, I wish I could.
The seagull statue used to belong to Lisa Tenzin. I'll just leave that where it is.
This thing was on Lisa Tenzin's shelf. She was a fake psychic uptown.
I snuck this bottle out of a hospital room for a college kid named Susan Lee. Those pills expired 5 years ago. I'll just leave them.
Some kind of pills. Not sure what they do, but the dog next door has never been the same since munching on one.
These art tools belong to Claude Erdin. Everyone thinks he killed himself, but at least I know otherwise. I'm no artist. I'll just leave it where it is.
Those used to belong to an artist named Claude. Bit of a kook, but he didn't deserve what happened to him.
My old notepad. I went through dozens of these before I upgraded to this phone. The notepad's full, and even if it wasn't, I use my phone to take notes now.
Just a notepad. Red was always scribbling away in it. Now she just pokes at that hunk of plastic.
It's a portrait of Joe Gould. It used to hang in the Minetta Tavern. That painting is almost 60 years old and was never taken care of much to begin with. I shouldn't move it.
This guy was Joe Gould. I never met the guy, but from what Red tells me, he sounds like a real jerk.
Still Joey, still following me around. Joey.
What is it?
I've never seen a ghost so scared.
Don't remind me. Jeez.
Grace. Who is Grace?
Whoever she is, she's our only lead.
You ready to go?
I don't exactly need to pack now, do I? I got something to say.
What is it, Joey?
Jesus, the look on that guy's face. I can understand wanting to kill a guy, but that? Anyway, let's get a move on. Who's Grace, anyway? Another spook?
Whoever she is, we have to find her.
You think you can get that Durkin guy to spill?
He hasn't exactly been forthcoming lately, but I'll do my best. Thank God the coffee stands are still open. I think I'm really going to need them.
It's your dime, sweetheart.
Oh, it's you. Had a feeling you'd swing by.
He keeps looking at Durkin and frowning. I don't think he likes the detective much. Not in front of the detective. He already thinks I'm nuts. It's just a police car. There's nobody inside. I probably shouldn't mess with the police car, especially in front of a police officer. Sam Durkin. I helped him with a case of his about a year ago, and then he helped me with one of mine. We've been paying each other back ever since. Detective?
Uh-huh.
Can we talk inside? It's freezing out here.
Can't smoke inside, thanks to our friend the mayor.
So you couldn't maybe, I don't know, not smoke for a while? Right. You found a Jane Doe at the Carth house, right?
Yeah, what about it?
Her name was Mary Meehan. She was an actress with the Gotham Collective Theater Company.
You sure about that?
Yes.
I won't ask how you know that, but we'll check out that name and see if you're right. At the very least, we can locate the family and tell them what happened. Thanks. I guess we owe you another one.
I caught the evening news today. There wasn't one mention of the murdered man in Chelsea.
That program hasn't been the same since they replaced that blonde anchor woman.
Nobody else talked about it either. Not online, not any other news program, nobody. You must have suppressed the news. Why?
Because we're the cops, that's why. Look, before we take this any further, why are you so interested in this? What makes this murder more important than any other?
You're the one who sent me there in the first place. That can't be a coincidence.
So, you think we sent this guy to your location to, what, get killed in front of you?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
You don't get to ask me anything. You need to tell me why this murder is so important.
He was looking for me.
He was? Why?
I don't really know.
Uh-huh. Did you know the guy?
No, I didn't.
So, how did you know he was looking for you? Wait, let me guess. You just do.
Something like that.
Something like that ain't good enough. What else you got?
I was there. You know I was there. Surely I'm a suspect.
You think I'm crazy? I made sure your name is nowhere near this thing, and unless you give me a good reason, it stays that way. So tell me, why is this murder so important?
He was killed right in front of me.
And what, suddenly this makes it personal?
Well, kinda. It might have something to do with me.
Uh-huh. And why is that? Why is this murder so important?
You've trusted me before. Why can't you trust me again?
Trust has nothing to do with it. Look, I don't know what your deal is. I've never asked, and frankly, I don't want to know. But I do know that you've helped me clear a few cases. And once in a while, in return, I answer some of your questions. That's fine. Quid pro quo. It's not in the rule book, but it's how we get things done. But this case, it goes way up. We can't bring in anyone from outside. Not without a good reason. So give me one. Why is this murder so important?
I couldn't begin to explain it. It's more than just a murder, more horrible than just a killing.
Uh-huh. Any details on what that could be?
It needs to be stopped. That's all.
Sorry. I know we got an arrangement, but my hands are tied.
Fine, if that's the way it is.
For what it's worth, it's nothing personal. You got other questions, I'm here. Just don't ask about this case. You get me?
Yeah, I get you. The station looks empty. There's just one officer manning the desk.
You really don't want to go in there.
Oh, really?
Look, you and I have an arrangement. I have to keep it quiet, but it works. You go in there and start bugging my colleagues, it'll come back to bite both our asses, and neither of us wants that.
Okay, fine. No, Durkin was right. I'll keep out, for now. Detective?
Uh-huh.
Could you tell me the victim's name at least?
I told you, no.
Does the name Grace mean anything to you?
Nah, sorry.
Well, see you around.
Uh-huh.
Why is she just standing there? No wonder that cop thinks she's crazy. Don't know what surprises me more, that they make cops smoke outside or that the cops stand for it. And I've never been a big fan of teaming up with the cops, but Durkin seems alright. No point, he can't hear me. Whoever drives this thing is gonna need a shovel to get anywhere. Couldn't drive it even if I wanted to. It's a ghost town in there. Keep our friend busy, I'm gonna sniff around.
Not that I don't appreciate the company, but why the heck are you just standing there?
Oh, I was just admiring the brickwork.
The brickwork.
Sure. When was this building built? 1950s?
I got no idea.
Low-rise bonding, very typical of the era.
Whatever.
A water cooler in case the scorching hot weather gets too much for you. Sure, I could phase into the water cooler, but why? For kicks? Forget it.
Pretty cold to be just standing around.
Isn't that what you're doing?
I'm a cop in front of a cop station. What's your excuse?
I'm, waiting for a cab?
On a night like this? Might take a while.
Maybe.
It says authorized personnel only beyond this point. Fortunately, I think that only applies to living people. Even if I could take it, why would I want to?
This thing with you standing around? It's getting kind of weird.
I told you, I'm waiting for a cab.
The subway's just 2 blocks that way.
The stairs are icy?
Fair enough.
At the bottom are the words, Alex Silva, Commissioner. A modern gizmo, probably some kind of phone. It usually is. I don't even know what that thing does. Looks like some kind of duty roster, nothing relevant. Why would I want that? Just a cop manning the front desk? You can't see or hear me, there's no point. No reaction. That's cops for you. It leads to the rest of the station. The plaque on the door reads Interrogation Room A. Just a small interrogation room. It's empty. The plaque on the door says Interrogation Room B. That elevator should go to the rest of the police station. Just as I thought, it's an elevator shaft. According to the nameplate, this desk belongs to someone named Disher. I have no idea who that could be. I'm not going to investigate every desk I see. I don't even know who this Disher person is. The name on this nameplate says Disher. I have no idea who that could be. According to the nameplate, this desk belongs to someone named Pierro. I have no idea who that could be. It says Pierro. I have no idea who that is. Aha! There's our guy. His name is George Ostin, according to this note. Looks like he lived on the Upper West Side. That's definitely the spook we saw. According to this note, his name is George Ostin.
The ghost we saw last night said that Grace wasn't safe, and then he went. Are you going to answer that?
No.
Right. Detective?
Uh-huh.
I know the victim's name is George Ostin.
Yeah, this crap doesn't impress me anymore. And even if it did, you're not a cop. You're not even officially on the books.
So? Make it unofficial. You've done it before.
Not this time, sorry. With all due respect, you need to back off.
Well, see you around.
Uh-huh.
Got a sec?
Yeah?
We couldn't save George Ostin, but we can stop it from happening to anybody else.
With pleasure.
If Grace was close to George, then we have to talk to somebody who knows George.
Let's have a little talk.
Yes?
Fancy uptown address, the cops being cagey. This George Ostin must be a pretty big deal. Guy like that must have some enemies.
Who could hate him enough to do that to him?
Nobody I want to meet. Aside from George, the only other name we have is this Grace person. Who is she?
A girlfriend? A sister? She could be anybody.
Well, you know how this goes. Let's shake some trees and see what falls out. This is some lobby. Careful you don't break anything, we'll be in hock for life. Well, your life anyway, not mine.
That vase looks more expensive than everything in my apartment put together. Better not. I don't want to break it. I'm barely in the black as it is. I don't recognize the artist, but it looks peaceful enough. That thing is huge. I'd never be able to carry it.
It's not bad, I guess. Tasteful and harmless. I suppose it suits a place like this.
How did they change the bulbs on that thing? No. It's too far away for me to look inside. It's too far away to read it.
Miss, I'm sorry, but you can't go back there. Residents only.
Oh, sorry. I'd better not push my luck. If I know anything, it's not to argue with a determined doorman. He's watching my every move. Hi.
Yes, miss?
I'm looking for George Ostin. Is he in?
No, he's not. Sorry.
Is there any way I can look inside George's apartment? It's really important.
Sorry. Unless you've been authorized, I can't let you in.
Do you know where George Ostin is?
I really couldn't say. Sorry.
Can you tell me anything about George?
I really couldn't, sorry. If you want to know him, you should ask him yourself.
Does the name Grace mean anything to you?
Sorry. Nobody named Grace lives here.
He doesn't look too impressed with the place. I can't talk to Joey in public.
She's looking around the room and sighing. Jealousy, maybe? Jesus, Red, wipe your feet or something. That's not bad, I guess. Is that thing really necessary? One strong wind from outside and out go the lights. Tasteful and harmless. I suppose it suits a place like this. Smart uniform, clean cut, seems dedicated to his job. We ain't sneaking past this guy. Hopefully we won't have to.
Damn drafts. Need to report that before someone complains.
Just an elevator? Yep, it's an elevator, all right. Looks like it's full of old clothes. It says, Holiday Clothing Drive. It's cold this winter. Please leave your old clothes in the box below for people less fortunate than you. It's signed by George Ostin. I managed to blow this thing onto the floor, but there's not much else I can do with it.
Whatever Joey did, the doorman doesn't seem to have noticed. Dropped my pen. It says, Holiday Clothing Drive. It's cold this winter. Please leave your old clothes in the box below for people less fortunate than you. It's signed by George Ostin. It's a handwritten note from George Ostin, asking the residents of his building to donate old clothes to charity. I'm sure they won't miss it. Showing that to him would probably be a bad idea. Hi.
Yes, miss?
I, heard that George Ostin was having a clothing drive here.
Oh, yes. George does it every year. He brings the box to Grace himself.
Can you tell me anything else about the clothing drive?
No, but if you have any old clothes, feel free to give them to me. I'll put them in the box.
Better not. If you did that, you wouldn't have any clothes left.
You said that George takes the clothes to Grace.
Yes, he does. He has an attachment to the place, even though we've got a fine church in this area.
Church? So by Grace you meant Grace Church?
Yeah, the one downtown. What did you think I meant?
Nothing. Never mind. Thanks.
Sure.
Why did George go to Grace Church instead of a local one?
I couldn't say. Sorry.
The Grace George was referring to has to be Grace Church.
A church. Of all the places.
Really? Ghosts don't like churches?
Being a ghost has nothing to do with it.
He keeps glancing up at the church. Joey.
You rang.
George said that Grace wasn't safe, but he was referring to Grace Church. What did he mean? Is the church in danger?
Dunno. Would a guy get that worked up over a church? I feel like it's gotta be more than that.
Why would George be so concerned about a church?
I don't know. We should probably explore the place a bit more and find out.
It's funny. There are hundreds of stories about haunted churches, and here I am actually bringing a ghost to a church.
Great. I'm a floating cliche. I wish she'd get a move on. Get over here. I got something to say.
Yeah.
Why would George get so worked up over a church?
Churches can be more than just a building.
For some, I guess. You ever been to this Grace Church before?
I've walked by it a number of times, but I've never been in.
Well, there's a first time for everything. I've never been much for praying, but after last night, I'd pray forever if I thought it would help.
We'll get to the bottom of it, Joey.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Weekend Organ Meditations. It says Grace Church in New York, Episcopal, Reverend Gabriel Ullman, Rector. It says Grace Church. Of course, we knew that already. I'm not stealing from a church. Besides, I'd never get it off the wall. It's a schedule of services. Nothing is going on at the moment.
Weekend organ meditations. Positively thrilling. It says Grace Church in New York, Episcopal, Reverend Gabriel Ullman, Rector. It says Grace Church. They really need a sign. It's not like this place is easy to miss. It looks like a schedule of services. Fortunately, nothing's going on right now. Pretty solid, but it looks unlocked.
It leads into the church. I don't know much about church organs, but it seems nice enough. I better not, especially with that priest in plain view. It's a book full of handwritten prayers. This book is full of prayers written by the church's congregation. They're all anonymous and they're all written by hand. These prayers just go on and on. There must be dozens of them. I don't have time to read them all.
A book on a pedestal. No idea what it's for. I can't turn the page. Fancy joint like this, I'd expect something with a bit more gravitas. My days of tinkling ivories are long gone. He's leaning forward and his eyes are closed. He's either praying or sleeping. And say what exactly? No reaction. Probably feels drafts all the time in a joint like this.
He looks pretty deep in thought. Hi, could I talk to you for a minute?
Please keep your voice down.
Oh, sorry. Is this better?
Yes. What can I do for you?
I'm Rosangela Blackwell.
Father Gabriel Ullman.
It's pretty quiet here tonight.
God's house remains open despite the weather. If anybody needs us, we are here.
Why the whispers? There isn't anybody around.
That makes no difference. The tranquility of this place must be maintained, whether anybody is here or not, especially on a night like tonight.
Could you tell me about that book over there?
For some, silent prayer isn't enough. They want to write it down and make it real. That is what that book is for.
Could you tell me about this church?
Are you looking to join?
Not really.
I'm afraid now is not the time for a history lesson.
Do you know a man named George Ostin?
I'm afraid not.
He was a member of this church. Are you sure?
It is quite a large church, as you can see. I'm afraid I am not familiar with George Ostin.
Are you sure you don't know George Ostin?
I am positive. I am sorry.
George Ostin was holding a clothing drive that brought clothes to this church. Are you sure you haven't heard of him?
Miss, we deal with hundreds of clothing drives at this time of year. Some we arrange ourselves, while most are volunteers. It is not possible to keep track of every single one.
Well, thanks. I'll be going.
Stay safe. This is not a night to be outside.
I have a question, Joey.
What's going on?
If I thought it would do any good, I'd leave a note in the prayer book myself.
I don't think praying will help us with this one, sweetheart. Besides, with your handwriting, who could read it?
Be quiet.
Get over here, I got something to say.
Uh-huh. What's up?
What was in that book you were reading?
At the church? It was a book of prayers, all written by hand.
Were any of them illuminating?
Not really. If any of these handwritten prayers are useful, flipping through blindly isn't the answer. I need to narrow it down somehow. With this sample of George's handwriting, I might be able to find something written by him. Gotcha. I don't need to turn to any other page. Hi again.
Yes.
Do you know a woman named Lia? I think she was a member of this church.
Even if she was, I'm afraid the name eludes me. I'm sorry.
Well, thanks. I'll be going.
Stay safe.
I have a question, Joey.
What is it?
Whoever Lia is, she definitely knows George. Hopefully she can tell us more about him. George wrote about someone named Lia. Whoever she is, she obviously knows George.
As leads go, it's a slim one, but it's better than nothing. Come here for a minute.
What?
We gotta track down this Lia person one way or another. George must have been pretty desperate to resort to praying.
Can you blame him? Look what happened to him. George wrote Lia's name down in a prayer. Whatever kind of relationship they have, he must care for her a lot. Leah's name was mentioned in George's prayer at Grace Church. Was she a member? Hi.
Yes, miss?
Did George know anyone named Lia?
Lia? You mean the police officer?
Police officer?
Yeah. Haven't seen her around for a while, though. Did they break up or something?
I have no idea.
Too bad if so. I liked her. She was good for George.
You said Lia was good for George. Could you tell me why?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said any of that. You're not a cop or anything yourself, are you?
Well...
No, you're not. You would have shown me your badge if you were. Forget it. Sorry.
Are you sure you can't tell me about Lia and George?
Not unless you're a cop, which you aren't.
Detective?
Uh-huh.
So, George Ostin was involved with a police officer named Lia. That's it, isn't it? All the secrecy. It's because the police are involved.
You want to get us both in trouble?
Of course not. I want to help you. Look what I discovered already.
Look, I keep my distance from you for a reason. I know you got your sources. I don't know who they are, but you have a way. That goes without saying. Lia Pierro is a fine detective. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Maybe you can help, maybe you can't. But I know you're gonna stick your nose in no matter what I say.
Sorry, but I have to.
Yeah, I get that. I can't stop you, but I can't help you either. You're on your own.
Believe me, Detective, if there's anything I'm not, it's on my own.
Well, just be careful.
Can you tell me anything about Officer Pierro?
I told you, I can't help you on this one. Sorry.
Well, see you around.
Uh-huh.
It says Pierro. Huh. This must be Lia Pierro's desk. This folder seems to be full of old expense reports. Too many to go through even if I could open it. Couldn't open it even if I wanted to. Yep, this is Lia Pierro's desk, all right. Even if I could take it, what would I do with it? The journal is labeled Midtown Jaywalking Citations 2001 to 2004. Interesting light reading. I can't open it. Ghost, remember? All I can do is look at it. I assume it's a telephone, although it's hard to tell these days. Even if I could use it, who would I call? It's one of those computer things. Looks like it's powered down. I'm terrible with these things at the best of times, let alone one that seems to be powered down. Cute kid.
Hey, I don't know where you're going, and I ain't gonna ask. Just don't step on any toes, okay? We cops can get pretty touchy when it concerns one of our own.
Yeah, so do I.
What did you mean by that?
Exactly what it sounded like. Whoever George was, he was one of us.
Us?
Yeah. Come on. It's a long way to Astoria.
So, this is what a cop's salary gets you, huh? A 2-story in Astoria.
It's not bad. Nicer than some of the foster homes I grew up in. Anyway, shall we?
Yeah, we both know the drill by now.
Whoever made this snowman made it a long time ago. Several weeks at least. Frozen solid. There's not much I can do with it. I think one of my old foster homes had a tire swing, but it was so long ago I don't remember. I better not. It's hard to see inside, but it looks like a little girl's room. Locked tight. I'm not getting in this way. It's hard to see inside, but I think I can see living room furniture. The mailbox is a bit iced over, but shouldn't be too hard to open. There's a letter in here. It was wet and stuck to the side of the mailbox, but I got it. There's nothing else in the mailbox. This letter is soaking wet. It's practically falling apart in my hands. Hey, Joey, what do you think of this old wet envelope?
Do you really want me to answer that?
Not really. Forget it.
Smart girl.
The Pierro's front door, probably locked. Locked.
Never did make a snowman back in the day. I suppose it's too late now. It's nice to see that some things don't go out of style. It's pretty dark in there, but it looks like a little girl's room on the other side. If it's all the same, I'll use the door. It's pretty dark in there, but it looks like typical living room furniture. Just a mailbox. What am I supposed to do? Sing to it? It's the way inside. For living people, anyway.
Joey, I'd like to talk to you.
What is it?
It's hard to believe a house like this costs as much as my tiny room in the city.
Thinking of moving?
God, no. Did you find anything inside the house?
Not yet. I should probably keep looking. Come here for a minute.
Yeah,
Not a bad neighborhood, I guess. Quiet.
maybe. Astoria's nice, but I wouldn't want to live here.
Can't picture yourself doing yard work or cleaning the gutters, huh?
That and the nearest cafe is 10 blocks away.
Huh. Lucky escape. I should poke around Lia's house some more. There's gotta be something I missed. Hello?
Anything?
Seems quiet so far. Let me look around. There's only one key on the key rack. The label on it says Emile. I can't touch the thing. A dresser with some random knickknacks on top, nothing relevant. I prefer not to stick my head into random drawers unless I have to. Besides, look how dark this room is. There's no way I'd be able to see what's inside there. Painting of some old guy looking out a window. Don't know if it's art or not, but it's okay. It's a picture of the Manhattan skyline. I guess if you live out here in Queens, you'd want a memento of civilization. One of the many variations of phone. A painting of a vase of flowers. Why do people paint these things? It's just a fridge, humming quietly.
Hello?
Yeah? Is anybody there?
Who are you? Mister? Are you looking for my mom?
Yes. Is she around?
Uh-huh. I have to practice. Sorry.
Damn it. KK the Troll. Cute. I can only assume it goes upstairs. Just a bedroom, pretty sparsely furnished. Nothing useful in here. Looks like a door to the basement.
An old fuse box. Planks of wood left over from some sort of building project. Just an empty shelf. I can't touch it. Besides, there's nothing on it. A painting of some miserable old dame in a crinoline. A blown light bulb. Just a poster for some old junk car. A Christmas tree. Plastic, naturally. Some half-empty old plastic bottles. A kid's bike with a crumpled front wheel. The only light in this room is coming from the street lamp outside that window. I'll go out the front door, thanks. It's a door, what can I say?
Yep, still snowing outside. It's really coming down hard. I don't know much about these computer things, but it looks powered down. I couldn't use it even if I wanted to. Looks to be some drawing of a little girl.
It's a self-portrait.
Even if I was able to, I don't steal from kids. I can't see inside, but it looks like a Valentine's Day card.
It's from my dad.
Cute, but I don't know the first thing about dollhouses.
That's okay. Neither do I. None of my dolls fit in there anyway.
That bear looks like it's been sat on more than played with.
It's his fault if he doesn't get out of the way.
It's a stuffed globe of the earth. She's left this shirt in the middle of the floor. I guess she won't be picking it up. What do I look like, the maid?
You sound like my mother.
Some kind of stuffed octopus.
His name is Cute Thulu.
It's a stuffed panda.
She's Pandora the giant. Her home planet is the globe ball, but she's too big to go back, so she stays here.
Seems to be in good shape. I don't know how the kid is playing it, but I can't touch it.
She looks 10, maybe 11. Too damn young either way.
Excuse me.
Oh, hi. I'm practicing.
I can see that. You're pretty good.
Thanks.
I'll only be a minute, then you can get back to it.
Well, okay.
My name's Joey. What's yours?
Are you sure you should be here?
Sure.
I'm Kendra Haskins.
Are you here all alone?
No, Mom's here.
Are you sure? I can't find her.
I'm pretty sure. I'd know if she was gone.
No, not this time. Not with her. Besides, it's not like that line ever works anyway. Do you know George Ostin?
You mean Mom's friend?
Yeah,
He's okay. Mom likes him.
but you don't.
Dunno.
Can you tell me anything about George?
He comes here and I'm with Dad. I found some of his socks in the hamper. It was really gross.
Do you ever go to Grace Church?
No, but Mom does.
She does.
She used to go a lot. Not anymore, though.
So your mom went to Grace Church.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Lia, your mother. Any idea where she could be?
She should be here. I'd know if she wasn't.
Tell me about yourself, Kendra.
Dunno.
What about your dad? Is he around?
No, he's late.
Late? Late for what?
Picking me up? On Fridays we go to the Abacus, and then I live with him until Monday. But he's late.
You said you go to the Abacus.
It's his work.
Your dad takes you to work?
Mm-hmm. He's the boss.
Your dad's the boss, huh? He must be a very important man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Can you tell me anything else about this Abacus place?
It's Dad's work. TVs and computers and stuff. He lets me play with them when nobody's around.
So where is this Abacus?
Near the subway.
Right. Do you know which subway?
No, sorry.
That's all right. We'll figure it out. We always do. Can you tell me anything else about this abacus place?
It's Dad's work. TVs and computers and stuff. He lets me play with them when nobody's around.
Kendra, I need you to tell me the last thing you remember.
Why?
Just humor me.
I was coming home from school and I came here. That's it.
Are you sure?
Yes, I've been waiting for my dad.
Hey, kiddo, I'd like you to come with me.
Why?
Just trust me.
No, I need to practice.
I'm the bus driver. I'm taking you to school.
It's winter vacation. There's no school.
I'm the exterminator. You need to vacate the premises immediately.
Where's your uniform?
Huh?
You're spraying for bugs in that suit?
It's an old suit.
I need to practice. Sorry.
This place is depressing. You need to get out of here.
I'm fine. Thanks. I need to practice.
I'm gonna take you to see your mom.
I told you. Mom's right here. And I need to practice. Sorry.
I'm gonna take you to your dad.
Dad?
Yeah, he couldn't make it, so I was asked to take you.
What should I have for breakfast?
Eh?
Breakfast? What should I have for breakfast?
I have no idea.
I have to practice.
Hey, Kendra? Sorry to bother you again, but I have something I want to ask you.
Well, okay.
Listen, I really think you need to come with me.
Why?
Look, your dad really wants to see you. I'm here to take you to him.
What should I have for breakfast?
It's way too late for breakfast. How about dinner or lunch instead?
I have to practice.
That wouldn't be appropriate.
Joey, you alright?
Yeah, sure, whatever. We got a spook.
Is it Lia Pierro?
No, it's her daughter, a little girl.
I see. How old?
10, maybe 11?
And she's okay?
You mean besides being dead? Yeah, she's playing the piano.
Well.
Yeah, well.
Can we talk?
Uh-huh. What's up?
Kendra's father works at a place called the Abacus. We should probably track him down. Kids. They're always the hard ones.
Really?
I know life and death ain't fair, but kids, they should get a spook-free pass. No kid should ever be lost like that. Cold and alone.
Yeah.
Abacus. Sounds kind of old-fashioned. I like it.
Joey?
You rang.
Still got a strong signal on my phone. This new model is pretty great.
Could you stop staring at screens for 5 seconds? No wonder you need glasses.
That little girl. She's hiding from something. Burying herself in creativity.
Really?
I kinda know the signs. You said Kendra's father is the boss of a place called the Abacus.
That's what she said.
Lia is Kendra's mother. Kendra said that her father took her to the Abacus, whatever that is. Had a feeling that wouldn't work. I'm gonna need to be more specific.